Alright, check this out, guys. Got frost buildup. Ice all over the door frames. Ice all over the door frame here. Up there. Let's see what's going on with this thing. Pretty bad. Let's check it out. Okay, these particular cases, they have the electrical all in this raceway right here. So these get popped off like this. Got your neutral, your 115 volt, and your 208 voltage. Then you got your relays for your fan relay, and this is a DC volt relay that connects to your fan relay that connects to the computer system that controls your defrost. This is for your defrost. But all the ice on the door frames looks like a anti-sweat issue, which is the heater that goes around the door frames that keeps the ice from melting. So usually this is your connection right here, your two black wires that go up in the frame. And you take these covers off, and that's where your wires, your heaters go into. So let's amp out those and check voltage and see what we got. So got my meter, put in amps. Usually you get some type of amps, but right now there's no amps pulling, so that's one indication that they're not working. Let's check voltage too. Alright, so here's my diagram right here. This is my anti-sweat relay, normally closed. Should be 13 and 10. There's my frame heaters and my door heaters. So let's check 13 and 10, see what I get. Go to volts. 13, 10. So I got 120. So that means this relay is open since I got voltage. So here's my anti-sweat relay coil, 16, 24. Let's check 16 and 24. So I got 120 volts there, so it is calling for that coil to be energized and switch that from normally closed to normally open to power up my anti-sweats, and it's not doing it. So this here is my anti-sweat relay. So this is my common right here, and this is my normally closed, and then here's my two coil wires. One's going over to this terminal, my neutral terminal block, and the other one is going into my click-on that's in the coil. Let's check that out. Alright, so I had them pull the case. Here are my black wires right here that are running from here. Goes here. I gotta clear the ice out, get some hot water right now and clear this out. And I'm pretty sure my click-on's in here. It's like a pretty much a bimetal inside of this that goes off of temperature. So let's see what that is. Let's see how that looks. see it. That's the way it looks. Alright, so right now my anti-sweat relay, so I have no power going to these two on my coil. I just checked that, physically checked that. But on my normally common and my normally closed, it's open. And my normally open is closed. So I need power here to enter to make this relay switch to get my heaters, to get power to my heaters. And the thing that controls that is that temperature clicks on inside of that coil. So I have a feeling that that is bad and I have to replace it. So I'm going to disconnect that over there, check it to see if it's open. And if it is open, then there's my issue. Okay, so these two wires go to that temperature clicks on that I have on my coil. Follow these wires here. So if I put my meter across here on voltage, and if I do get voltage, that means that clicks on is open, and then that means it's bad. So let's check it out. Yep, it's open. I'm getting voltage. So that means I have a bad anti-sweat clicks on. So I need to get a new one, see if I have it in stock or not. So the way it works is that when this case goes into defrost, it heats up that clicks on and it opens it. When you open it, it shuts off my anti-sweat heaters around my frames because it doesn't need them in defrost. The case starts to heat up. But when it goes back into refrigeration, it gets cold and it closes that clicks on, which turns on my anti-sweats. So let's see what I got, if I have it. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to go ahead and just cut these wires off. I'm going to bypass this right here so I can close it, so these anti-sweats frame heaters can come back on and start melting this ice. So that's what I'm going to do right now, but I'm going to need 2 hands. So this is the way I like to insulate them. Got my insulated spade connectors, got a female and a male, and then connect them together. So now when I go ahead and get my new clicks on, I could just also put a female male and then just connect it to these two. So that's for future use too. If you ever want to bypass it in the future, that's how you can do it. Alright, so I'm going to put my meter on amps, and now I'm pulling 0.5 amps, 0.7. We are pulling amps now. Now we are, those heaters are working. So pretty soon this ice will start to melt in the middle. So all that's going to start melting off. I'm going to go to the parts store and see if I have this. They have it for me. We'll continue this. Alright guys, so you can see all the ice right here on the drain. So it's pretty much already came off. Even on the center one. There's the center one. All gone. Looks good. So that's just because of the clicks on that I'm gonna go ahead and locate. Where did I have it at? So here's a close-up shot of it. So pipe clicks on, has temperature, ranges right there. So I want to go ahead and see if we can find one with those ranges, or I have to get the manufacturer, Hussman. So See what I can find. Alright guys, I did have one in the van. I'm going to go ahead and put my spade connectors on here. I'm going to put a male and a female on opposite ends. That way I can connect it to my existing one. And then mount it in there. Show you what it looks like when it's all done. Alright, there's the end result. Got it zip tied in there so it won't move. Also zip tied my wires. We're all good to go. Alright, just to verify, I do have amps still pulling the same amount of amps. So just to let you know, I'm all done. Just want to thank you guys for watching. Remember, that's it for right now. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next service call. Thanks.